Whew. Come down here. Today, talk to you after many tragic and bad stuff is happening around. And Coach Catfish, I hope this shit. I'm not sorry. I'm so sorry. I've been saying stuff, and I can't help myself. Cause we got policies. The policies are the policies. But when you old, stuff just slips out of your mouth. It's like it slips out of various other sunny parts. Just when you get old, it just happens. I guess that's one reason you should just get rid of old people. Cause you got to clean up some poo-poo somewhere with some drool, or make them some gruel. This is not quite right. I need to be somewhere around here, but I'm afraid the circle's gonna fall off, and then that would end. The Kosher Catfish calls this here is the magic tablet that I'll be doing this stuff here in. Anyway, 55. We do 555. You know, like the chip back in the day is a multi-vibrator chip. You can do this all kind of stuff, and Kosher Catfish used it in various and many cyclic circuits. And here we are again about cyclic circuits. Except this here is a cyclic circuit with a twist. Twist of the wrist. The right wrist. The left wrist has been not broken, but the right wrist has been broken. And that's part, I guess, why I got the issue with the finger thing. But I'm not sure about all that. No, I did bullshitting you people. Because what we was here to talk to you about today was. Gotta say it 3 times. Get paid. What has happened? What has happened? Well, Kosher Catfish thinks I understand what's happened. Because I sort of we came up through some of the backlash of some of it. It's called hunger. Hunger. Now, I've been looking at the concepts of evolution and war and machinery and things where so-called evolution is taking place, which it has to an extent if you call moving from this here to that there, from moving from something else to another thing. Is a type of evolution, though it can be forward or progressive, or it could be just digressive and go back and de-evolve. And somehow, I think that's what's done happen. Here, we have forgot what the whole mission of the man was. Somehow, we thought the mission of the man was please himself, or some other variation of such thing. And actually, we was a biological thing. We was made in 2 things. One here, one there. You put them together and they pop out something else to continue the species. And what Coach Catfish understand, that was really our major mandate. Not major major mandates would not produce children, but the whole idea was the whatever it was, the personage, the human thing, the thing with and without dangles. It was what they're supposed to do. Hoo. And at one time, to a great extent, involved hunger. Now, if you ain't got a bunch of babies to go out there and work the field, you're going to be hungry as an old person and as a middle-aged person because it gets hard. Coach Catfish can tell you because I get out there and I've been working the garden since I was a boy. And it gets harder and harder and harder the older I get. And I can't hardly see how I can produce my food, and since I did not have no children, I tried to cut that stuff off. Stop this here insanity. It did my own behest, and, in the end of my life, at my own whatever, not good for me, because I ain't got nobody to come around and help. But the hunger, what caused humanity to do what it did, back through history, was hunger. Hunger for this, hunger for that. Once you got your food, you want a car. Once you got your car, you want a house. Maybe it's something like that. Once you got your house, you want your babies. And once you got your babies, you want your trip to Switzerland or wherever the hell you go and tan your body. I guess it would not be in Switzerland, but you could cover your body in green things called money. Honey. So it seems like that's what we have done. Because what we have forgotten is the human intellect far outstrips the ability of the body. The body is physical. The mind is not. That's what people don't understand. They got a physical body and their mind is not. And instead of trying to meet in the middle and operate somewhere, they move to the CRT. Oh, the sucker's so heavy. It's supposed to get me. He been putting on my cap. He been putting on my green cap. Green-eyed CRT. I've been telling you this is where all this stuff is coming from. The stuff that is not natural. It is coming from the old CRT, 1984, 1948, or whenever this stuff happened. That's why Coach Catfish wear this here on my head, because it helps mitigate the CRT wave. But this here is my own hunting hawk CRT. You know, I have tamed him and turned him into a personal use and personal abuse creature. Because he goes out and gets all those CRTs from me. Because he can sniff them out through the electromagnetic resonant porosity. Because it just moves to the ether that way, and these creatures can sniff it out. Anyway, so what's Coach Catfish trying to say? We have forgotten what the hunger of humanity was. The hunger of humanity was for the hunger of the ability of the human mind. The hunger of the ability of the human mind, both spiritually and intellectually and physical, and all them various and sundry things. But we forgot that we was attached to the physicality of physicalness. And when Coach Catfish was born, my family talked about the sensual being, and since we Bible people and stuff, sensual stuff was like, the sexual. You could not talk about that, but really what it meant was the sensual being takes in the information from his eyeballs, his ear bobs, and his scalp and his skin, and the various sundry parts from him and other things. But unlike the animal, we have another area to take stuff in. And what's unfortunate is once you feed all them lower necessities, the other shit takes off and it just goes insane because it's not attached anymore. And if you look at society, it is not attached anymore to the tether of hunger. So what Coach Catfish understand is humanity just need to be hungry again. And it's coming, sucker. War brings the pestilence and the famines. The famines without the mammons. Because you're going to serve something, sucker. You're going to serve the mammons, or you're going to look for the manna. The manna that feeds you. It's the wisdom. Wisdom of the word. So hunger is something we lacking. And hunger is something that's going to happen again. Because once you get fat and kicked and go out with a high hand, that means your needs is met. And then once your needs is met, you forget about where you come from. I've seen it in my own family. That's what happened with my papa and that woman. She come in there, well, wherever she was from, and then she got a little money, and she just kicked the hell out of me out, and that's what happens. People get something, and they think they all that. And what it was they number worm food. You go out there and quit breathing for a while, and something's going to eat you. That's the condition of humanity. My pussycat is in here. I hate for him to hear things where I have talked to people snack this way. But that's okay. Hey. The CRT. Oh, it's coming for you. It's coming for me. But I bumped a lizard. Well, if I could just get there. But the lizard always bumps back. Coach Catfish out of here. I got things to do. I just want to tell you. The reason we're growing up so much is because we ain't hungry. If you're not hungry, and you keep on acting foolish, hunger will be imposed upon you, and hunger is very bad. I remember as a little child having to go around and steal food because I was hungry. I remember that stuff. It was not a good thing. Being hungry. But guess what? It taught me how to steal. So you just keep depriving people. They're going to steal. At your will. The wheelhouse. The one that rose, the river Styx. Oh, I'm just telling you people that. You know the difference. I'm not into that paganism. It's getting that time of the year. Coach Catfish out of here. I'm trying not to be hungry, at least not for the word. I may be hungry for food, but praise of Yah, the word is ever present. Once you eat of it, you never hunger again. Hallelujah.